All right, boys, we are back here with another lineup builder. Today, for every position, I'm going to give you guys a card to avoid that I think is super overrated. And this isn't to necessarily say these cards are bad at every position. It's really, they're just not worth their price. And we're going to get started at quarterback right here. And that's going to be Dante Culpepper. Now, this is a card that I don't think is even that bad, but this is the issue right here, 1.58 mil. Now, when we look at the card though, right, like speed, throw power, all looks great. Slinger 5 as a release. It's not a bad card. Here's the issue though, right? His abilities are just kind of like, you know, and he's an LTD right now, Master Tactician, Gunslinger, potential passively elite Master Tactician for 3, Gunslinger for 5, Gift Wrap for 6, but you're missing things like your list on the quarterback, which I think is really, really nice. For me, it's really why I wouldn't run Dante Culpepper when Big Ben is a thing. So yeah, they have the same release as well. You're missing a little bit of speed. It's say like, I don't know, 7 speed points worth 1.2 mil. I don't think so. Yeah, that's why Dante Culpepper is the quarterback. At running back right here, this is a big name player. It's Saquon Barkley. Now he's currently going for around 522k. This is another card that great from a stat standpoint, 99 speed, 97 acceleration. His major downside is getting evasive for 1 AP. Why run 1 AP evasive when there's so many running backs in the game that get it for 0? For instance, one of my personal favorite like budget tier running backs is Christian McCaffrey, his 96 overall honor card that is going for around 400k less. That, by the way, I think is better as well because he gets that 0 AP jukebox. I just felt like they did him a little bit dirty from an ability standpoint. Now, fullback's a position where I don't really think there's like a crazy overrated option. Okoye, I was about to put, but I mean, he's a really good fullback. He's a big body too. I understand why you would run him. So fullback, we're just not going to have an option. Now, at receiver right here, these are some cards that I think are severely overpriced. Of course, Tank Dell is the LTD. That's why he's this expensive. 1.26 mil. Now, he's 98 speed. This is a good card, by the way, too. Route running, everything looks great. Abilities aren't even that bad either. He does get evasive and deep elite for 0 AP and third down threat. Here's my thing, right? If we go to evasive for 0 receivers, I think Scary Terry's better. I think Darius Hayward-Bay is better as well. He's taller and he's going for like a lot less. And then also evasive is essentially jukebox plus spin cycle. And the big thing is getting that jukebox, right? So if we look at 0 AP jukebox receivers, Calvin Johnson is less than this card. We got Randy Moss that is a lot less than this card, you know? So that's just why he's here for me. Now, wide receiver 2 right here, we are going to have Larry Fitz. Now, this is another card that is really good from a stat standpoint. 6'3", 98 speed, 90s across the board for route running. And he gets third down threat for 0. Like, I don't really see the point in being like, oh, I'm going to spend 800k on Larry Fitz. This is another one that I think actually plays really good. Keenan Allen, 99 overall Keenan Allen going for like 500k. And again, he's 6'2", 98 speed. The stats are great because he's a mid-end elite for 0 receiver. So yeah, especially with the 0 AP route text we have and stuff now, just paying 500k for Keenan Allen for me just doesn't make sense. And now at tight end right here, we are going to go ahead and have Darren Waller for sure. Darren Waller for 1.43 mil is just crazy. Now, when we look at the card, there's a couple issues with the card. So 97 speed isn't really the issue. Being over 245, especially because you're not really too much of a run blocker, like you would want your tight end to be able to juke. Once you get over 245, you're not going to get that quick juke animation. And if we take a look at his abilities this time, right, he does get backyard tight end for 0, which is essentially tight end apprentice plus tight end playmaker. Not a bad ability, but is that worth 1.43 mil and not being able to juke? I'm going to say no. He's currently going for more than Tony Gonzalez as well. Now at offensive line right here, it's going to be like kind of like the same thing. It's literally guys that are really expensive that don't get 0 AP secure pro. It's going to be true for every spot besides right guard. Right guard, we're going to have someone that does get 0 AP secure pro, but I would not spend 1.2 mil on Larry Allen. Look, you can say he's an end game right guard, but 1.2 mil on an offensive lineman, I just feel like is crazy. And I debated on, honestly, man, having Jason Kelsey right here too. I mean, he's 2.76 mil. These two cards right here are also the best at their position. The reason why I'm saying they're overrated is their price is just insane price for these two cards. They are the best. Like Jason Kelsey, best center in the game. Larry Allen, probably the best right guard in the game. Now let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. Now we're going to go ahead and go free safety first. Free safety right here is going to go ahead and be Jeremy Chin. Recently Redux, just really not like top end. I mean, 6'3", 98 speed. His abilities, he can get deep zone KO pick artist, but I mean, for 500k, you could get someone that's way cheaper that gets a better stack like Ed Reed, for instance. Strong safety, we're going to go ahead and have Prez. 3.25 mil currently, which is again again, just a ridiculous price. You could get basically the same card for free with Harrison Smith from the field pass. 99 speed, 97 acceleration. Again, this isn't saying he's a bad card. He's a good sub linebacker. For abilities, has built-on persistent for 0, and then also can get like mid-zone pick artist or enforcer supreme mid-zone or enforcer supreme pick artist. Not a bad sub linebacker, but for 3.25 mil, just not worth it at all. At corner right here, we're gonna have some guys that, again, just don't really fit the meta of the game. We're gonna have Champ Bailey for 1.7 mil. We're gonna have Jalen Johnson right now for currently 1.2 mil, and also Denzel Ward. That is, again, so pretty much all LTD guys that are crazy expensive. Champ Bailey right here, 99 speed, 99 acceleration. The stats are amazing, but abilities, pick artist, inside shade for 1, or pick artist, meteor mount KO for 1. Price doesn't fit the meta of the game at all. No zone knockouts. I mean, if you run man coverage, maybe you can justify that, but I mean, if you run man coverage, you might as well get 3 universal coverage defenders anyway. So I don't know if I could really justify this even with a man-based scheme. Also, Jalen Johnson right here. This is a card that I don't think is terrible. He's 98 speed, 6 foot height. Now for his abilities, can get like acrobat mid zone or acrobat flat zone. I don't think it's terrible. Just again, for around a mil coins, you would expect better. And also Denzel Ward right here for 800k. He's 5'11", good speed. Can get universal coverage as an X factor, but for abilities, just base pick artist mid zone for 0. Which my whole thing is, why run him over Sauce Gardner? Maybe it's the universal coverage, but on for 5 plays, off for 5 plays. I'd just rather run Sauce. So I just feel like there's better, cheaper options at the corner. Now let's go ahead and go to linebacker. Right outside linebacker, this is another card. I feel like I'm going to start to sound like a broken record, but this is another card that isn't even, I don't mind this card at all. It's DeMarcus Ware, 94 speed, 97 acceleration, finesse moves, power moves, block shed, impact blocking, all great. And also the abilities this time aren't bad either. He can get pick artist and edge strap for 0. Why spend 500k on him when you can get a lurk artist player that you could animate with? Like, you could drop into a coverage, play him as a hybrid role, or also why run him over a pre-lit X factor that you could get for 0 AP as well. So that's my main thing. And also he doesn't get edge shred elite for 0. If he got edge shred elite for 0, he wouldn't be close to making this list. So yeah, that's my thoughts on DeMarcus Ware. I actually think he's a good rusher too. It's just I don't think he's worth his price. Now at left outside linebacker right here, we're gonna have Jadeveon Clowney going for 350k. Just again, think there's a lot better options for his price range. 96 speed, 98 acceleration, and he does get edge shred elite for 1. So again, not a bad card in my opinion. So again, another card that is runnable, just don't think he's worth his price. Now middle linebacker, these two cards are insanely expensive for no reason. It's Ed O'Neill and it's also Ryan Shazier. 2 middle linebackers right here are 6 million coins. Ed O'Neill is great. Ryan Shazier also great, but why spend 3 mil on these cards? Like, I just don't really think it's worth it. Ed O'Neill, 6'1", 97 speed, 99 acceleration, good pass rush stats. The man, the zone are great. Now, the thing for him is he does get the dual threat X factor, which is nice, and he can also get lurk artist for 0 and secure tackler. Now, this is the thing though, right? Dual threat, lurk artist, secure tackler. Does that sound familiar? Because it kind of should, okay? Because there's a card that you could get for, you could get this card for just pennies on the dollar, pretty much. Bo Jackson, right outside linebacker. You know what I'm saying? So he's 200k. He is 2.8 mil less than Ed O'Neill, which is ridiculous, right? Like, I feel like that's crazy. So yeah, that's why Ed O'Neill's here. Also Ryan Shazier, when we look at him, right? 98 speed, 97 acceleration. The man, the zone is great. The block shed, impact blocking, fantastic. His abilities did get changed. Gets lurk artist mid zone for 1. It's not 0 AP. I get he's fast. I get he has good physical stats. Why run Ryan Shazier over Fred Warner, over Bobby Wagner, who you can get for free, over even John Madden that you can get for free? Why spend 3 mil on this card? Obviously, his name is Ryan Shazier. Some of y'all are going to love Ryan Shazier. My whole thing is there's a lot better value. Like, if you like Ryan Shazier, you like the name. That goes for anyone on this list too. Like, if you like Jalen Johnson, you like Denzel Ward, use them. But I'm just saying, don't think they're worth their price. Now, defensive line right in right here, we're for sure having Greg Rousseau. 95 speed, 99 acceleration, block shed, power moves, finesse moves, all are great. But again, this is another card that gets hurt by abilities a lot. So we look at Greg Rousseau, right? Instant rebate, no outsiders, El Toro for 1. Like, why? There's just literally no point. You can get inside stuff, no outsiders for cheaper. You can get pre-lit X factors for cheaper. There's literally just no point. I left in right here. This is a slight little cop out. I just think it's because of name value. It's Max Crosby. Like, he's not even a bad card. Like, left in really didn't have like a crazy one. So you can kind of just ignore this one if you want to, but 200k for Max Crosby. Just again, you could get like Justin Madubuike for cheaper. And I mean, 200k isn't like the craziest price for him, but defensive tackle, Bob Golick, and also the fridge for their price range is kind of ridiculous. The reason why I put the fridge here is the momentum shift is nice. I would just rather get Aaron Donald for cheaper if you want to run momentum shift. That's the whole thing there. And Aaron Donald gets a way better ability stack. William Perry, no inside stuff for discount. Still a really good card, still an S tier defensive tackle to me based on their value to the team, you know what I'm saying? But Bob Golick as well right here, currently going for like 2 to 3 mil, 80 speed, 94 acceleration. The pass rush stats are great, but when we look at abilities, X Factor, Fearmonger isn't really the best. And if you want to run that, you can just run Ed Too Tall Jones. Now for his discounts though, gets interior threat for 0 and then unpredictable for 0. Mean Joe Green gets a better stack. So this card is just one that I just don't think makes sense from a price standpoint. And yeah, boys, this has been my most overrated team in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. In total, by the way, this team is 31.1 mil. The main takeaway from this video isn't saying these cards are bad. It's just a lot of them are overpriced. A lot of them are LTDs, and they're just cards that I would recommend to avoid, right? There's cards that I wouldn't really recommend to run, especially just how expensive they are. So yeah, boys, I hope y'all did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. For more Madden 24 Ultimate Team content just like this, want to watch me play with my teams live on stream, make sure to go ahead, hit that noti bell on YouTube. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here because MUT Draft is back.